Oh, damn plot armor.
Yep. Welcome to the Morphin
Damn.
Network. I'm Axel Ranger. That's Jared. And unfortunately, we couldn't have Mike join us. He's not feeling the best, so he's in our thoughts and prayers.
Get well soon, bud. But until then, we are here with you guys to talk about, let's say, Bakuwage. I'm still got Boom Boom Jar on the brain, but no, this ain't that. Unfortunately, we are talking about the #1 Sentai Gozyuger. What is it? Episode 6 already? Jesus
Yep.
Christ. What are we doing? It's already 6 episodes in. Either way, this is episode 6. Final Battle, The Great Adventure of Tonkatsu Castle. Why? Why do we sacrifice good for these jabroni marks? Look,
good question.
I like Goju Unicorn, and I wasn't here last week. I will say, stellar story that we have done. Momotaro carrying this series, training up these jabronis from then to even now. Why are we sacrificing this man? We should keep him. And yes, whatever he did in Ultraman, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Because it's an alternate universe.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's like Sophia Falcone. She did nothing wrong. Because in my eyes, you might see a gangster in the Penguin series, but what I see is a woman giving you cookies on a train just after meeting her in How I Met Your Mother. So, like, man's done nothing wrong here. But yeah, basically, this episode, it takes place in a castle, which is the castle we've seen in a lot of other tokusatsu shows, most notably Kamen Rider G.O. with, I want to say it was when Kuroto Dan was using the O's powers.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So this is a notable castle. But in this case, this man, and it's unfortunate that Mike isn't here because it was using the Bokenger ring.
I was just about to say the same thing.
It's very unfortunate he's not here because it was built on the built with the Bokenger ring.
Mm-hmm. His favorite.
Yes.
Hadanaki Boken spirits.
Mm-hmm. To give us this trial, basically. Because Momotaro is just like, look, it's 6 episodes in. Y'all just got it together. Cool. But it seems to me you're still not, you ain't got enough cowbell in you to do the job. So like, he's just like, all right, I'm gonna put y'all to a test. This castle, you're gonna go. He's basically saying, look, I'm gonna just take your rings, because what are you doing with them, really? what are you doing? You have super smell, super strength, super. Does some one of them have super hearing?
Yeah, Goju Leon.
Leon has super hearing. Yeah. Okay. Cool. He has super hearing. One has the power to super sight, but also turn young at the same time.
Yeah, and Goju Unicorn can read minds.
Yeah, she basically has hockey. She has observation hockey.
Pretty much.
Yes. She has observation hockey. So like, okay, yeah, y'all got that, but what are you really doing with this? What are you really doing? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Because clearly from what I see, I mean, I've been amongst people who really, really, really like Gojuger, and I'm enjoying the show myself. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, I'm tearing a new one into these guys because I believe in their potential, like how Momotaro does. That's why he's doing this to them. We got like what? I think the most notable thing that happens is when they play house. You got the old man playing the old man in his young body. You got the girl's little sister. Haru is the brother, which is notable. I'll get to that. You got Strong Mom, and I'm not even going to talk about Goju Leon. Like, Goju Leon's already on like the bottom of my list, but that get up, I don't even want to talk about it. It's not even the wig cap that threw me off. If you know, you know. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, that was just poor decision on the design department. Like, what was y'all?
Yeah, but they're playing house, and Goju Wolf doesn't really want to play along. So eventually, the Bride-on attacks again, and they're like, "Hey, Goju Wolf, come out here!" While the others go off, and then Tregear and Hoeru basically have a heart-to-heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think this episode really, it finally gave me something I want. It was like something I wanted to sink my teeth into. In the case of, okay, last week it gave me something with Unicorn. Is like, what is her purpose? She's trying to find her kidnapped sister, and it's been, I forget how long it's been. It's been like, what, a year?
8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
So how? Because I know her actor is 18. So it was like, you're telling me like her character is in her 20s?
I guess. She just aged really well. It's Sentai logic.
You got the old man as the young kid here, so I can't judge.
That's true.
I got nothing to judge on here, but I can say, all right, so you got that is her reason to fight, to do the things she did. It's a good thing I wasn't here last week, because I would have went off on the things she did. That is some she is for the streets level type of stuff. But now I know.
Mm-hmm. Having the two cuckold boyfriends.
That's more. Okay, what she did was wrong. That is some street level activities.
Oh, I agree with you.
But they is dumb enough to go along. I would have walked away. Where is their self?
That's exactly what I said. I would have just walked away and had nothing to do with it.
Like, my God, like, y'all cannot be that down bad to do some dumb stuff like that. But either way, that's her character drive. Goju Eagle's drive is he wants to be close to his family. And I believe that's, even though we had that resolution, I believe they're going to grow closer as the series progresses.
Most likely.
Especially since he goes to his grandson's high school, they can be more friends and stuff, and his grandson will find out eventually. That's what I think. But
that's most likely what will happen.
But for Wolf here, his story is that he and his brother stumbled what I don't even know what it was. Like, what the hell? Like,
you mean when they were having the heart-to-heart?
Yeah, when they were having their heart-to-heart.
Yeah, it was kind of like a flashback of him and his older brother, and then they get attacked by the Bride-on. Actually, no, the No.1s. The No.1s.
What is this, Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah. No, Kamen Rider Decade is the Kingdom Hearts of Toku. If you think about it, I mean, alternate worlds. They're on a journey.
Touche. Yeah, no, it is. But, like, so these guys are attacked. Happens in the dark. Happens in the rain. But I think it's because I've been watching Gozyuger clips lately. I got Gozyuger flashbacks from this.
I can see that.
So it's like something happens to his brother. Either his brother is... Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking about this. Maybe his brother is part of the Bride-on, but we're going to find out later.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe they recently did show a picture of a dark ring collector. So what if his brother is that dark ring collector?
I mean, yeah. That would be
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying we don't know at this point. It's a possibility.
Yeah. I mean, we already had that brotherly tete-a-tete in King Oger 2 years ago. But this one feels more of like Q Ranger, where Takatora took a little trip from Kamen Rider Gaim to Super Sentai and said, I'm gonna just do the same thing I did before and be the Itachi of Tokusatsu.
Basically.
So this feels like I want to say a mix of that, maybe, but I feel like it's gonna be a mix of Q Ranger and King Oger moving forward. I don't know, but yeah, his parents basically just like disowned him. Like, how do you get mad at the younger brother for the older brother going missing?
Yeah, isn't it supposed to be the other way around?
Yeah, like, because the older brother's supposed to be the responsible one. He's supposed to watch out for his little brother. So if anything, he did his job. Unless in this case it's the opposite, vice versa, where the younger brother is not the favorite and the older brother is the favorite. I don't know that feeling, but it must be really nice. but yeah, so his parents are just like, nah, so he's off God knows where for 10 years to come back home to find that his parents moved on, just shacked up and have 2 more kids. And I'm like, is that what we doing?
I guess. I mean, you'd think he'd go over and just be like, "Hey, look, I know this is hard to believe, but I'm your long lost son. It's
That
me,
was
Hoeru."
what movie did this happen in? I feel like Catch Me If You Can. This would be on some Catch Me If You Can where like it's like you come back after a long time, you meet this little kid that ends up being your sibling, and you're like, I mean, that'd be a way to end the series. Is like, hey, brothers are united. Go back and say, hey, mom, dad, we're alive. Didn't have to just shut us off like we was nothing, but whatever.
Who knows? We're still very early on into the series, so
yeah, we're very, very early on. We're just throwing out that prediction because clearly we predicted Boom Boomger a lot last year and we got it mostly right.
Mm-hmm.
But
don't stop the boom boom.
Yep. Speaking of which, where's Taya? Why is Taya still got the King Oger ring? When are we like? What is that going to be the last part of the series? That like, oh, you think you all that? Unless, this ain't Kamen Rider. I'm thinking they're going to collect all the rings and then they get a power up. Like this ain't Kamen Rider. My bad. I guess it's up to me now. Watch the Warriors. What the Lakers? I got 0.5 left in the third. But no. Where was I at? Oh, he's back. There we go. Lost my train of thought.
Sorry about that. My internet was being stupid, but I'm back.
It happens.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we all got that hamster wheel connection. But
yep.
Basically, yeah. So Haru's story moved Momotaro because he understands what it's like. Because his whole life, he's just basically his story here is similar to Moi Taro, where he's just like relied. Well, actually, no, a little bit different. It's tweaked a bit differently. Where this Momotaro is just more relied upon because he's just OP. It's like he understands. Like he's just so he's in a league of his own. It's lonely on the top, basically.
Yeah.
But he understands, like, hey man, I understand. Like you're one step closer to finding out why you are who you are and why you do what you do, and it'll make you a better hero moving forward. Because let's not forget what he did to that kid that literally has his mother housing him, giving him a job, where you just let someone dressed up as Gohan and not even the cool Gohan, Resurrection F Gohan in the stupid jumpsuit bully a kid? Nah, you lost points on that one, my guy. I will not let that be forgotten. Who lets anyone be bullied by that geeky, scrawny, nerdy version of Gohan? I would never. I would be like, excuse you? Slap you. Like that's it. You're not Beast Gohan. You're not Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You're not Mystic Gohan. No, you were just that weak ass little jumpsuit wearing boy. So yeah, Haru lost some points there.
Oh, hey, look who it is.
I had one hell of an adventure.
I did say Bokenja ring earlier, so that kind of gave him the strength.
Yeah. The Bokenja ring helped me get these two things to guide me back.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yes, but
yeah, unfortunately, my cool parka is just gone now because crossing that dimensional barrier kind of burned it off.
Well,
yeah,
in any case, we're glad you can make it.
Yeah. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. But lost my train of thought again. Yeah. Momotaro basically like, I feel you. And then like, yeah, we gotta go deal with monsters. Now last week was Goju. No, Goju Unicorn had the mech this week, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's fighting Miss Sweet Cakes and Mr. Shining Knife.
Yeah, and then there's a part to where she uses it as a centaur, which is cool.
Yeah.
Korag.
I swear that, yeah. I was gonna say Saint Kaiser reference, but yes, Korag is probably more familiar.
I immediately thought Korag. I'm like, that's a Mystic Force reference. Mystic Force reference.
Yeah.
Don't you mean Maji Ranger?
Yes.
See, here's the thing, though. When we get to the end of the episode, okay, but I will say this really quick interruption. First of all, happy Kamen Rider Day.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Even though we're talking about Sentai.
Yes. Hey, it's April 3rd. So happy boss day! 54 years ago, Kamen Rider aired its first episode.
Yes,
that's why I'm wearing my Kamen Rider black shirt.
Yep. Kingstone Flash.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, no, it's really cool how like we got we do have a final battle between Goju Wolf and Don Momotaro.
Plot. It's not even that he was stronger. He was plotted to win because we have to move the story along. If anything, he let him win.
Yeah, but I do find it interesting. He's got the Jetman ring, the Time Ranger ring, and the Bokenger ring. So it's like, hey, these are all like.
Well, Jetman is not as powerful as the other two, but hey, you got a Jetman ring, so you can still fly around. You got Time Ranger ring, you can just stop him in his place.
Yeah.
You got Bokenger, you can just basically create. And you're Don Momotaro. You're literally the most.
He's overpowered.
You're literally the most powerful red, bar none.
Yeah, honestly, I'm a little upset that like you could do almost anything with Bokenger, but instead like you just build a giant castle. But hey, if we are gonna build a giant castle, I'm glad it's a Takashi castle.
And it's the castle that Dan Kuroto was ruling over. So hey,
yeah,
yep,
it's all good.
Absolutely, yeah. Woo. Yeah, we're all having a great time with this episode.
Indeed.
Not at the end, but whatever.
Yeah, like freaking Sweet Cakes and Shining Knife kind of regenerate. So then they use this freaking Omega Cannon from Metroid 5, and like it's like is Goju Unicorn gonna fend it off? No, someone else intercepts the attack and completely negates it. And who does it turn out to be? Daijujin, wearing a sweet robe, which I swear that robe is probably a reference to the dad from Juden Sentai Gozyuger.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
The other thing is that I wouldn't be surprised if Gao King shows up too, because with the toys that they've been releasing, they've recently released the Deluxe Robo Universe Daijujin. They confirmed Deluxe Robo Universe Gao King, and they're making a Gao Red figure. So I'm not going to be surprised if Gao King shows up later on in the show.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they also made a Maji King and Daibo Ken, because all 4 of those are the corresponding mecha for Zenkaiger.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
you know, one thing I do appreciate about those 4 seasons in particular is all 4 of them are teams of 5 mecha, and they all have a tank mode.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 of them have a tank mode.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just
You
thinking
got
about
Boken Trailer, you got
Dino
Kyoto
Tanker.
Tank. Yeah, you got that train thing that Gao King does mid transformation, and you have Maji Dragon.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I
4
mean,
tanks.
I think they would, especially since the Tega sword is voiced by Yuki Kaiji.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who was Zenkai Gown and Zenkaiger.
Yeah.
He's been busy since then doing what, Attack on Titan,
Mhm.
Don. I was about to say Don, but no. But he was doing AOT at the same time of doing Sentai, from Zenkaiger to the Zenkaiger Kier Major to the Zenkaiger Dawn Brothers. Now doing this and just coming off the AOT final last part. Yeah, for real, we're done now movie.
Yeah.
I don't even understand what the new AOT movie is.
It's just the final part, just with extra bits.
Really?
Yeah, it was decent. I saw it in theaters.
I think like for me, I'm just gonna watch the extra bits if I could find them, and then just like call it a day because I already read the manga. I even own the manga, all 34 volumes, and I did watch the anime, and it was very difficult considering that, like, you know, like real life stuff happening at the same time.
Yeah.
That's very similar. We're not gonna talk about it, but yeah, it's like despite that difficulty, it's like, yeah, I still watched it. You know, freaking that scene with Magath and Shardis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was like the best scene in the final season, in my opinion.
I think it's just ironic. I saw that movie the same week of the debut of the week of the debut episode of Gozyuger when I saw the movie. I'm like, so I'm just gonna see Yuki Kaiji a lot this
Twice.
week.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, so the final battle between Momotaro. Nah, I don't even want to talk about it. In my head, it never happened.
Look, just use the same Kamen Rider Decade copium that I used in the winter film. That may be Don Momotaro, but that's not Moi Moi Taro.
Nah, it's not even the fact that it's not Moi Moi Taro. Because we've demonstrated in this season of Gozyuger, only 6 episodes in, who's been carrying the bulk of this series? Momotaro. Why? Because he can. Because he got it like that. He's out here training Goju Unicorn to finally transform. He's over here training Goju Wolf to finally step up as a red.
Yeah.
Man's over here carrying the series. He's like, you know what? My back is tired. Yeah, I might be an Ultraman, but y'all gotta do your own workload. For God's sake. Like, I'm a prime minister, for crying out loud. Why am I doing
former prime minister?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was caught using illegal weapons, apparently.
Yeah.
He's Momotaro. Anything's legal to him.
Anything's legal.
Anything's legal. But yeah, like, it's the plot, and I still stand on this. I will stand on this hill forever. That he let Wolf win. We give him a false sense of security to be like, yeah, man, look, I let you win, but you're gonna have to learn how to beat us on your own without letting me have to, give you that win. So whatever. Guess he learned a lesson. We learned that hey, he's got a brother out there. Brother may or may not be a villain. His parents are crappy parents because they're just like, hey, you let your older brother disappear, and we'll just have 2 more. The dude got
Fuad.
So, hey, whatever, crappy parents, crappy plot. See, I want to be a hater and just lower my score on this episode, but hey, we're progressing the story, and we're getting Daijujin back
Again,
So,
In a nice robe.
in a nice robe.
more G-Ranger over Milking. Yay! My favorite.
Hey, look, when Sentai does it, at least they do it properly.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
guess.
One thing that always bothers me about the final year of Power Rangers is the let's be honest, really bad CGI at the Megazord, because it's like some people might be like, oh my god, the Megazord's actually CGI, he's more dexterous, but like, no, he's just his rendering is more detailed, doesn't make him better. You want to see good CGI on Daijujin or Mighty Morphin Megazord or whatever, like freaking go watch that triple dino team up from Beast Morphers or Kyoruger versus Super Sentai, because even though that's
Go Busters with Go Busters barely,
even though that's like what 2013, 2014 technology, it still looks better 10 years later.
Yeah, 2014, because that movie came out in January 2014 while Kyoryuger was still airing right before it ended and went to Tokyuger.
Yeah, so it's still relatively a decade, give or take. But like you downgrade to this, it's like why? It's like all the money spent on rendering the model could have been better used, getting the proportions to be more accurate, more humanoid, and making him more animated, just like in the actual,
anything from 1995. That's all.
I was gonna say, like freaking the CGI 1995 Megazord also looks better, because while it looks like freaking like silver CGI vomit, it at least has like all that cool detailing, like on the arms and legs. It's like you got like real biceps, real triceps, real quads, real hamstrings. The face looks stupid, but everything else is just fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it had a kick in the balls feature.
Yeah, like
to be honest,
just for that,
I will die on the hill to where practical effects can be better than CGI.
Of course.
In most, I would say 99.9 of cases, I would agree with you. Very few cases, I would disagree. But again, very few. I'm not gonna like try to retrieve examples right now. I might do it some other time. But yeah, like most of the time, I would rather just have you wear the cardboard suit, but use real choreography. But here it's like Daijujin looks so good. I don't even know if he's CGI in this episode or
he's a suit.
Because let's be honest, the suits got better in the last couple of years.
Yes.
Like this is what we should have gotten.
They've done a lot. I mean, I think Zenkaiger was like half CG'd. No. The later Zords were CG fully.
I know that Dawn Brothers was fully CG, but at least it worked with the theme of the season.
Yeah.
I can give them a pass on. And then King Oger was a mix of both again.
Yeah, and I can forgive King Oger being CG just because it's like you're trying to advertise a high articulation of the figure, and let me tell you, that figure is highly articulated.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Boom Boomger, it's like they went back to practical costumes, but the toy took a dip in articulation. Sad, but
that's unfortunate.
That bothered me, but then everything about Boom Boomger bothered me in the beginning.
Yeah,
but then it grew on me.
Yeah.
Damn you, Boom Boomger, for being so
I
good.
still rewatch episode 44 just because of how much of a menace Space Michael Jackson is. He just he'd all over space Antonio Banderas.
Mm-hmm. But
what a menace.
I don't know how to feel about Gozyuger with the Tega's sword and everything. So for now, the only thing you got is that it's voiced by Yuki Kaiji.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got going for me. Outside of that, I was like,
I've-
okay, cool.
I'm gonna be honest, like going off of the videos I've seen of the actual toy. While I do appreciate certain aspects of, hey, we're gonna make them more for the Megazord, so we're gonna save money in a certain way. I'm not a fan of like the toy design for like the alt forms. Now the practical costume looks amazing with the 4 alt
The
forms.
costume looks good. It's just
It looks
like,
great.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
just
know
thought-
how they're gonna do anything. I'm genuinely I'm really interested in how they're gonna do things with the Tegasword. With like, are they all gonna finally combine into one big Tegasword?
Yeah, that was kind of my
And when
theory.
they
Where
do,
like,
are they going to be in their Gozyuger suits? Or are they going to be in these White Ranger shirt blouses?
yeah, it's so weird that like, yeah, they unmorph whenever they pilot the Megazords. But it would be interesting if like once they figure out how to combine all 5 of their Zords, because don't forget the what's it called, the Goju Wolf 50 sword thing. Which I swear to God is Saba. Like I think they're gonna be
It's a
able
Wolf
to
Byakko Shinken.
Yeah, and like I think it's gonna have the necessary components to actually combine all 5 Zords together, either with or without Tegasword. Not sure about that yet. But when they do combine all 5 Zords or 6, they're finally gonna be fully morphed inside the cockpit.
I think Toei is really trying to be like, yo, you ain't making no damn Power Rangers again. And we're gonna make sure you make no damn Power Rangers from King Oger's.
And we're gonna go into some of the new news releases about Power
Rangers. Get this
Rangers.
thing on it already.
Yeah.
Fun fact. If you guys want to watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, and Turbo Power Rangers movie on Disney Plus, you can through Australia and New Zealand.
But it's also available on Netflix, Hulu, and Max. Last I checked.
Netflix, no. Well,
it used to be, but
let me check.
But I know that
2017 is on Netflix.
Mhm.
But now I'm actually curious.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. Let's see where to watch. Damn it. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah, I mean I do like the mecha system for Gozyuger. It like I said before, it reminds me of the Justerizer mecha system.
Oh yeah, I love the Justerizer.
Yeah, I want the Justerizer mecha toys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I suppose if I could change one thing is have Tegasword have more articulation, but at the same time, with the way it transforms from a gauntlet to a mecha, I can see why they had to make that sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no Power Ranger movies outside of 2017 on Netflix.
Yeah. But to be fair, 2017 is my least favorite of the 3 movies, so no loss for me. But I think we can all agree that the Megazord from that movie is the worst.
It grew on me.
The whole thing costs $100 and it has almost no articulation. It's like just to get the Mastodon Zord, you have to spend $20 on a brick. Just a brick.
Yeah, the Mastodon Spider Zord.
But like what Phineas and Ferb said, brick is fun.
Yeah. Freaking Similodon at least has the little turret that when you push the button, like it like goes back and forth. At bare minimum. Freaking pterodactyls like $15. So that Tyrannosaurus would cost $30.
Mm-hmm.
And T-Rex is the only one with any actual articulation.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Meanwhile, freaking Voltron from the same time, like
From Playmates.
costs less money, and the individual lines are more articulated.
Mm-hmm. I have both the 80s version and the Legendary Defender version from Playmates.
Oh, I'm talking about the Netflix one.
That's what I'm talking about.
I thought Legendary Defender was the
Legendary Defender is
Nickelodeon
on that
one.
show, and it's still on.
No,
Netflix,
that's
not
Voltron
in the
Force.
US.
The Netflix one is Legendary Defender.
Actually, no, not actually. I'm about to watch Voltron again. Screw you.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I
y'all got me
missed
wanting to watch
Voltron Third Dimension because that's how I got into Voltron.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, Zarkon was a bad guy? What?
Nani?
Nani? Yeah,
Nani
because
that?
yeah, in the original Voltron, Zarkon was a villain. Freaking Prince, forgot his name, was like his son, but like in the like
Lotor.
third dimension, Rotor, yeah, like freaking Rotor's the main villain, and Zarkon's like working with like good guys, and he has that obnoxious robot with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not until like the season finale when they reveal that Zarkon was a villain. I'm like, wait, Zarkon was a villain? Nani? And it was a 2-part episode too. And then we have Stealth Voltron.
I remember seeing the toy commercials for that.
I was like, why have I not seen this in the TV show? But you know what else was a cool show at in the adjacent time slot? Zorro, the animated series.
Yeah, Voltron Legendary Defender is still on Netflix, just in 10 countries, one of them being Thailand. Thailand Netflix is friggin' awesome. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I have Hercules, young Hercules on DVD.
Ooh.
Yeah, where we could
Young
see
Ryan
two
Gosling.
Power Ranger actors both flirting with Ryan Gosling before he became famous. Yeah.
Young Hercules, damn good show.
Damn good show. Like pair it up with Mystic Knights of Tirnanog and Beetleborgs and Power Rangers in space. It's like, oh man, Fox Kids was so goated back then. And if you got home really early, you also got the new Addams Family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's his name?
Curry. How's my man Steph Curry doing?
And what's really cool is that Gomez Addams from the 60s Addams Family plays Gomez's dad in the 90s one. So like I'm waiting for an Addams Family series where the actor from the new Addams Family, Gomez, becomes his dad. Keep the tradition alive, just like how it should have ended when what's his name, Bruce Willis like shoves that watch in that one place. You keep the tradition alive.
But yeah,
this dude right here.
Solid episode. I'm excited for the next episode for sure.
Yeah, we get an old Tyranno Red change next episode.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
See, what I was hoping is, what's his name? Horo would become Tyranno Ranger, just so that we have everyone except for the Yellow Ranger become all four Red Rangers.
Time out. How the hell did they get the Kyryuger ring?
The same way they got the O-Ranger ring.
Or the Boom Boomger ring.
So it's like they could get rings and yet they suck at it.
I guess.
I swear to God, if we're collecting rings like this is Pokemon where they didn't actually win the damn rings, I swear I'm gonna crash out.
Well, I've seen two versions of rings. Like there's like a Morpher version of the ring and a Mecha version of the ring. So I am curious if like that's gonna play into it. Like, oh, the Morpher version lets you transform into the Ranger, while the Zord one lets you actually summon the Zord.
If they get these rings based off of good merits, saying, "Oh, you're strong, you deserve this ring."
See, there's a simple explanation for that.
They're gonna hear from my damn lawyers. That's the explanation.
All right. No, for me, this was a good episode. 9.8 for me.
I give it a 9.5. It was an entertaining episode.
Yeah. Plus, we got to use the Bokenger ring. Don't worry, Car Ranger will appear sooner or later.
I know. It's in the toy listings. It's a package with the Kira Major ring. It'll come eventually. I'm just being patient about it.
Yeah, but Q Ranger has other things to say about that. By the way, Toei, I'm still waiting on those 25 Q Tama that you never released.
No, but yeah, I'm gonna give this episode a 10. The show is still good. The characters are still, Goju Leon is still last on my list, and in many ways. This episode didn't help his case.
He didn't do much to really stand out like the other Rangers did. Like
this episode really did not need him in that costume.
Like even what's it called? Even Goju Tyranno, he has that thing about Tegasword, where like he's about to throw a rock. No, not a rock, a car at Horo just because he's using Tegasword as a garden. And
actually, did we ever get the answer to what makes the perfect parfait prices?
No.
Damn it, Unicorn.
Maybe we'll find out at the end of the season.
Nah. See, I will agree with you that Toronto right there. That is she's for the streets.
Mm-hmm.
She's for the streets. Even though she's my favorite character. Mm-hmm. She's for the streets.
Yeah.
How mixed you must feel.
See, like what really broke the deal for me is that she doesn't like spicy food. But then again, that kind of ties into the fact that she is Filipino.
Because Filipino, but not like spicy food.
Because Pino stereotype. No spicy food.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whatever, I guess.
Slavic stereotype you'll be surprised by. We do like spicy food.
What did you, the audience, think of this episode? Sound off in the comments here.
All right, let's go do this.
Let us know what you thought.
Okay, Axel says hi.
Hello.
This episode is pretty good. Glad you liked it.
In what parts did you think it was good? If you think it's because Momotaro lost, then me and you're gonna have to fight.
I think it's because a politician
Number
lost.
1 battle.
See, for me, it's not that Momotaro lost, it's that a politician lost.
It's not the Momotaro loss will always bother me.
Yeah, I really expected the Don Brothers guy to last longer.
Okay, actually,
cool. like I will say this. I was hoping he would at least last till like episode 12 or 13. You know, like just finish off the first arc with his defeats, not like 6 episodes in. But hey, if you're doing a 6-episode rule like I usually do, this is a great way to finish off the trial.
What? Man, blasphemy?
Man, Geki Red is gonna look so weird with a belt. Yeah! Yeah!
I guess. I mean, it also depends on if it's a Sentai ring user or if one of the Gozyugers is going to use it, because he'll also have that
I'll slap
that ring armor.
I'll say this. I'll say this.
Perfection.
It would be more funny if he became like a Geki Chopper, and then the belt gets like 2 little like sashes. So the Goju belt looks like a karate belt. You know, sticking to the aesthetic. It's like a one-time only thing. It's a one-time only thing just for Geki Chopper. But that would have been so funny. All right. Yay, Bokenger ring. I'm glad you're happy. Praise be Kabuto and his adventurous spirit. Aww. So Goju Red officially has the most rings, while Goju Green still has none.
I'm sure he'll get... Doesn't he have 1 ring?
He's got the most rings. Did Momotaro give him his rings?
Momotaro has Time Red, Jet, Red Hawk, and Boken Red.
Yeah, Goju Wolf
and Momotaro too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, Goju Wolf did not win those 4 rings. This is not Pokemon.
I was expecting Don Momotaro to forfeit, if anything.
He let him win. That's what I'm saying. He let him win.
Don't worry, Jake. They'll do a Car Ranger episode eventually.
Maybe. I mean, at this point, we don't really know if Red Racer will be a Sentai ring user, or if it'll just be a oh look, it's an extra ring that we got. We'll have to wait and see.
I'm sad we don't get a Bokenger suit actor, unless they do like a Rogue Zanpakuto arc where like the rings go rogue and turn into their respective rangers.
Ooh, maybe
that would be really good.
Like I'm gonna be honest, like
some boss.
It is like the Rogue Zanpakuto arc. Yeah, it's filler, but I actually like the personalities of the Rogue Zanpakuto.
Basically, let's just say Bosco returns and finds out how to make the rings come alive.
Imagine if Bosco becomes Gokai Red.
Yeah, they get back Kei Hosagai to be Gokai Red.
Yeah,
nah, I'm still in the camp of letting Kamen Rider Baron finally become Gokai Red,
or Masahiro Inoue.
Yeah,
we have 3 good choices.
Yeah.
Those are 3 good choices. Decay,
I think the Dawn Brothers guy will actually become a Goju Bear.
I doubt it.
Yeah, honestly, I would rather see. I'd rather see what's his name Iuchi become Bear, because then he'll be like the first actor to be both red and sixth, and crazy enough in consecutive seasons. I'm not gonna lie though. Part of me does feel like we skipped the season. Something about the way, like the tone of the season, like as I'm watching, I feel like there was like a secret 49th season that we skipped over. Well, like you got Boom Boomger, then some season we've never seen, and because it was never made, and then we got the official 50th season, which is Gozyuger. You know, kind of like with Samurai Jack, it's like we kind of skipped 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Between episodes 54 and 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Castle Raid episodes like Takashi's Castle and Ninja Warrior Sasuke.
Ooh.
Funny enough,
deep cut.
The actor who played Akashi Satoru did participate in Ninja Warrior Sasuke, but sadly he failed in the first challenge.
I saw that.
Yeah. And if you're watching it on G4, they skipped past it.
No, those are the days.
Which is sad. But hey, I love the one where like there's like a luchador with dreadlocks calling himself the Great Ninja Warrior, and he loses to like the hill climb. It's like in the first round, it's like, the Great Ninja Warrior lost the Great Ninja Warrior challenge. And then there was another guy dressed up as Superman who falls off the log roll. It's like, and so Superman was defeated by Lex Luthor's latest trap, the log roll.
I remember that.
Yeah, I love the monkey dude. The monkey dude was cool, but it's kind of interesting how most of the All Stars were all firefighters. So after rewatching the intro, I noticed that none of the Red Rangers have the gold belts.
Well, it's like Decade, where like all the other riders are just the riders and not wearing the Decade belt.
Yeah. Because they are actually fighting the other riders in that case.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to play Gokai Red? Again, we kind of went into that.
Good choices.
All right.
Kamen Rider Decade, Kamen Rider Baron, or Bosco.
I'm surprised the woman from the flashback wasn't Haru's mom. Yeah, they didn't really establish how old Haru was in that flashback, so we just kind of assumed.
Yeah, we just thought that was his mom, unless it was just some random ass stranger. But we found out his parents still moved on anyways.
Yeah, freaking got Fuad. Haru is like Kamen Rider Vulcan, and there we go. They both lost a family that moved on, and both wolf themed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it would be cool if the actor who played Fuwa would play a Wolf Ranger. Not necessarily. Actually, wait, hold on. They're all red, so like it's not gonna work. Damn it.
Yeah.
Fuwa was his brother. The long lost brother was Fuwa.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Oh, wait. Oh, Fuwa should be Goju Eagle just because he has a gorilla mode. All right, Haru needed a pack. Tokonatsu needed companions. I will be your number 1 best friend. Aw. I mean, he's not wrong. Like, yeah, every wolf needs a pack, and every peach needs companions.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, what do you think of Geki, the actual Tyranno Ranger?
Kamen
I
Rider
mean,
J.
if you're talking about him as the actor, he's a cool dude. I met him a couple of times at Morphicon.
Really cool. Guy.
I don't like. You know what's interesting is that the most I see him is like when like it's kind of weird because like the most I see him is like when he's like walking around and like no one's like crowding around him, and he actually said hi to me a few times. So I'm like, hey, that's really cool because it's like I wasn't expecting because let's be honest, when the Sentai actors show up to conventions, we do put them on a pedestal. Like sometimes even more so. Sometimes even more so than the American actors, and it's not like out of disrespect to the American actors because like we always see the American actors, and they're cool too. But it's like see the Japanese actors so much more of an anomaly that it's like we put them even more so on a pedestal. And yeah, some people are Sentai purists. There's nothing we can do about it. But yeah, no, like sometimes the actors are actually very chill. One of my favorite things is when the Sentai actors and I like sing various Sentai theme songs, like when Ryu Ranger and one of the stunt actors, like I was like singing, yeah, like I was like singing the theme song to Ninja, and they did the backup vocals. So I'm like, it's like gotcha, and they're like that's it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, to be honest, Ranger is my least favorite Sentai, but Geki as a character, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
yeah. And
he
is Kamen Rider J.
Yes, Kamen Rider J was a fun movie. He has to fight 3 enemies, save his little sister, and then his footage gets reused in one episode of Saban's Masked Rider. But yeah, there's a joke going on where like when Daijujin shows up, like Japanese audience are like, but the American audience goes like, yeah.
I've seen that meme.
Yeah, I saw that meme a few days ago.
Yeah. Because Mighty Morphin gets overmilked to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they know how to use.
But Kyorager is just like a run-of-the-mill season for the Japanese audience. So do the Sentai toys get released before or after the series airs? It depends.
It depends, really.
It depends. Some of the gimmick toys get released early, but the actual morphers and
release them. Obviously, they have more toy stores in Japan. They have Toys R Us's, so they'll have it already in stock. And when that episode
in most cases. But usually they don't start selling until after the first episode airs.
Like basically once that episode airs, then they'll start advertising it.
And then they make memorial versions after the series ends.
Yeah.
Or like the memorial versions are really cool. I have the memorial Gokai Saber, but memorial stuff they're expensive.
They announced the memorial stuff. They announced that. But like when it comes to like the actual like DX line stuff, they don't really start selling. They'll either sell it before or during like Frappe. They literally just started like Frappe aired last week, but they just advertised it as the episode was airing. So like, time to get your Frappe toys.
So which Sentai series has the earliest appearance of the 6th Ranger? I mean,
King Oger.
Look at it, King Oger, because Spider Kumanos is the narrator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So technically him.
King Oger, but if we're going by 6th Ranger,
but also technically doesn't show up till episode 11 because if you watch Gossip Girl, you got Kristen Bell doing the voiceover, and she doesn't even appear on screen until the final episode.
So
I finished Gossip Girl. I'm gonna stop talking about Gossip Girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And no, I'm not gonna watch the reboot on HBO.
I think Kumanos appeared first, like earliest.
I think
like, they've been getting a lot sooner.
Gold, Kyoru Gold appeared in episode 9 of Kyoryuger.
but two Kaiser and Zenkaiser appeared in episode 8.
See, I was gonna.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little too soon.
Yeah. Same thing with more or less with Kirame Silver. Like in that 5. Actually, not really 5 because what's it called in Kyuranger. Phoenix Commander doesn't show up until like episode 20-ish. Yeah. So
yeah, boy.
Look, how about this? We're gonna go next week. We're gonna go through every season to figure out what episode they all showed up in. I'm surprised that there are certain seasons where they don't show up till like the 30-something episode.
Like Time Fire, he doesn't show up until episode 28.
Yeah.
It gave it time to let the Rangers be the Rangers, and then they have the 6th Ranger come in. But because that marketing, Bandai got to sell toys. Toei got to make that bread. So.
And Time Ranger had low toy sales, believe it or not.
Yeah. So do you think this Red Warriors can be used, can use super modes? I doubt it unless there's going to be some kind of power-up item in the third quarter, late second quarter, early third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they have to nerf it somehow. You can only use it for a minute.
Had turned into the golden form of whatever Ranger.
Yeah, like Battleizers. I don't know if they mean by Battleizers or just super modes.
In Dawn Brothers. Keki Ranger had a belt in Dawn Brothers.
Yeah,
with the golden form.
Yep.
But I didn't care.
So what do you think Gozyuger Wolf's super form will look like?
Well, according to the rumors, it's going to look something along the lines of Max Ryu Soul Red, to where it's more armored.
Yeah.
But those are just rumors right now, so take with a grain of salt.
Yeah. I really liked Max Ryu Soul Red until, Javi used it out of nowhere. Don't get me wrong, Javi looks good in red, but...
You're
wow.
joking, right?
Yeah. So did you hear that Super Sentai will have no involvement in Power Rangers reboot? First of all, I don't know if it's a reboot or a remake, so I'm not even going to throw the word reboot around.
Of course, perfect season to air for this episode.
I know that. They just showed the reboot trailer for Naked Gun, where Liam Neeson plays Frank Drebin's son.
Yo, that.
And I will say this: I think a lot of people were not down for it until they made that joke about Norbert. It's like, I miss you, Dad. I miss you, Dad. No.
This reboot thing, I even did a video on it begrudgingly.
But I will
time on it.
I'll say this. How will the AI be used? That's what I want to know.
There better than be no damn AI.
Because I know that the original Mighty Morphin's going to be reversioned and remastered using the power of AI. But it's did you not learn your lesson from the first time you you reversioned Mighty Morphin back in 2010? And the thing is, I did not hate the logo. I did not hate the Rangers character cards in the opening, but those comic book effects during the actual episodes, that was just obnoxious, man.
Yeah.
They even did a dance off between freaking Zach and Alpha. I'm like, why are you doing this? You know it's no contest.
Yeah, I remember nobody liking the 2010 reversion. Nobody.
Even Kara only reviewed it as an April Fool's joke.
I watched it more because there's nothing else on TV at the time. And then I just got the news Saban bought it back. Cool. And then here we are.
By the way, this actually is from the reversioned toy line.
The only good thing to come out of the 2010 line were the
shoulders. The shoulders.
Yeah, and the 2010 line basically the Zord Builder line. So basically, your 2010 Megazord is compatible with the Tegazord and Boom Boom Robo.
Yeah. Too bad this is not. But yeah. So why is Jew Ranger considered a dino season when 3 of the Rangers aren't even dinosaurs? Look, I'll take it a step further. Out of 7 Zords, only 3 of them are actually dinosaurs.
It was the first. That is why.
Yeah.
Freaking
they are called the
Tyranno,
Kyoryu Sentai.
Yeah. Tyrannosaurs, Triceratops, and
The Brachio.
Brachio are the only 3 Zords that are dinosaurs. Pterodactyl are not dinosaurs. Similodons and mammoths, totally mammals. They are absolutely mammals. So, yeah. Am I missing one?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Dragon Zord. It's not.
That's just Godzilla. That's all.
It's basically a green Mechagodzilla.
It's a green Rizeros.
It's a green Rizeros.
It even combines kind of like Rizeros, let's be honest. We will glaze the hell out of Rizeros. Yeah. Okay, so Jew Ranger's not considered anything special in Sentai?
For them, it's just a regular season.
It's just to them, it's a regular season.
Yeah, to be honest, Jew Ranger is not really anything to write home about. I mean, it has its cool moments. The aesthetics look cool, but it focuses too much on Child of the Week plots.
And
not only that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to make my piece. I feel like the Western fandom puts Jew Ranger on a pedestal solely, or at least primarily, because of what it became, which is Mighty Morphin, rather than for what it is.
And because Dragon Ranger was so popular, as was Green Ranger was popular here. Basically, that's the only.
I would say in Japan, the Japanese dub of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was more popular than the native Kyoryu Sentai Jew Ranger.
Was it? Because I looked at a site that says ratings for Super Sentai, and they had it for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and Mighty Morphin had like 1%, or at least 1.9%, whereas Jew Ranger had over 7% in viewership ratings.
Yeah, but a lot of people were interviewed, and they actually said that they liked the American version a lot more than the Japanese version.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's just a regular season to them.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Yeah, but Power Rangers is like this crazy new thing. Like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to them is what Kamen Rider Dragonite is to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, specifically Dragonite, not Stefan's Best Rider, Dragonite. So out of the 5 T-Rex Rangers, including the yellow one, which one is your favorite?
I don't know why we did Rhea Soldiers Dinos when it should have just been Knights.
Mm-hmm.
Or Dragons.
I don't accept Rhea Soldier into that lineup, to be for real.
I'm going to have to say, in terms of costume design, unfortunately, Rhea Soldier is the best design, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not a fan of that zigzag Thunderbolt because you know that Power Rangers milked the hell out of that. I have to say, like, I would not have minded if not for the fact that I knew that if they did adapt that season, it's going to become a Power Rangers thing, like that Thunderbolt, like in the middle. But I was speculating, to be fair. And let's see, as far as actual character goes, definitely I prefer Abure Red because he has my favorite personality. He's a dad. He makes curry. What more do you want?
Yeah.
I would say Abure Red because I like Abure Max.
Yeah.
But QU Red. And I love Jew Ranger because of Mighty Morphin. So I'll always have that soft spot for Jew Ranger because of nostalgia, but
Yeah.
King,
But my
man.
favorite
He was just that guy.
Megazord, but my favorite Zord would definitely be the one from Abba Ranger, because the dude got a drill tail. What more do you want?
Yep.
I'll give you drill tails.
Yeah.
Yours, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say my favorite out of the T-Rex Rangers, it's either Abba Ranger, Abba Red, or Kyoryu Red, both as a character and design-wise, because I kind of flip-flop. See, with me and Dino Sentai, I either love them or I don't. Because I love Abba Ranger and Kyoryuger. They're both very fun. But with Jew Ranger Ryu Soldier, they're two of my least favorite Sentai. So it's like I either love them or I don't.
I drank a lot during Ryu Soldier, so that gives you an indicator of where
I have to say one of the problems with Ryu Soldiers is that the season came out way too soon. Like the whole dinosaur theme came out way too soon. You should wait a little while.
Stupid blue hat mofo's coming back in goddamn Gozyuger. Actually, he was what's his name from Lightspeed, the main. Oh God, he was such good characters, and then he bastardized him in Ryu Soldier, and I was coming back with Gozyuger.
Yeah, honestly, what was I gonna say? It was Ryu Soldier was just boring and forgettable to me.
Tiramigo was the worst thing ever. My
I only like Tiramigo in the one episode that like he went off on an adventure on his own. The obligatory Tenso is lost episode.
Yeah,
but with a much bigger Tenso. And the thing is, for me, I just needed like a stupid watch episode. It's like I'm just gonna have a little bit of fun by like not having to think too much about the plot. And then next week we're gonna go back to watching Asuna buy like 100,000 yen worth of steak and then eat all of it in a day. Because as you all know, I love me some steak.
Me too.
Yeah.
So was her uncle were, like I did enjoy Ui and her uncle, and yeah.
The answer is Actual Suit.
Yes.
So what anime could you see Super Sentai having a crossover with Red Ranger in Another World?
Yeah. Either that or maybe Go Lion, aka Lion Voltron. I know that's an obvious choice, but
Milk to Death, but you're not wrong.
I got one. I've seen Sentai masks in other animes, like My Bride is a Mermaid. I will always stand by that shit. My Bride is a Mermaid, just because I love that anime.
See, I had my own fanfic for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where the stands would be named after constellations instead of like music references like they used to be. And basically like Karina, Pupus, and Vela, like they would be like three separate stands, like that belong to three separate stand users, but they'd be able to combine into a giant robot because the three constellations become Argo Novice.
Yeah.
Like that's the stand ability, like to combine your three stands into one super mecha stand. Yeah. That would have been fun.
Question. I like that.
Do you think there's going to be more than 6 Gozyugers? Depends on the budgets.
Yeah. Depends, like, if they're doing like a Go on Wings type of deal, cool. But make sure it's not gold and silver.
Yeah, even though we haven't had gold and silver for a minute, I'm still like tired of gold and silver. Like
give us some time.
Yeah.
Time.
And for the record, because people like to argue about this, Mio is a 6th Ranger. She's not an extra hero. Who? Mind your taxonomy. From Go on Silver.
Oh yeah, no, they count as 6 heroes.
Yeah.
There are 2 6 heroes in Go Onger. There's a 6th hero in Abba Ranger, even though including the 6th Ranger, there's only 5 Rangers. Yeah. Then Go Busters combines both concepts by having a team with 2 6 Rangers and combined, and the added total is only 5 Rangers.
Yeah. If they can do that, then Go on Wings is just 1 6 hero.
Yeah.
It is 1 6 hero in Gokaiger. You know, the Go on Wings combo.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, that's the metric I use.
I
Like,
got the Gokai
if it
Soul
shows up on Guy's phone
yeah.
and
A
Unit
Gokai
2,
Soul, I'll tell you.
it's a 6th Ranger. If it doesn't show up on his phone, then it's not a 6th Ranger.
Yeah, I would pull them, but I ain't gonna. Yeah, my Gokai
So
Soul,
you have one guy being 2 different 6th Rangers in Lupat. All right, final question of the night. So when I first saw episode 6, there weren't any subtitles, so I had to just watch it without understanding what they were saying.
That's the
But you
fun
still
part.
kind of got the gist
Yes.
through context.
I didn't think
Yeah,
I watched
I
these
just wait
episodes every week.
until
I watch it. I watch it live as it's going on. I watch it live.
I just wait until the subs are available.
Yeah.
Just wait for the subs.
Yeah.
Or
Ore no subtitle ni omaga naita.
I say watch it. I say if you have the ability to watch it on TVer.jp, do that, because that is literally the one way to support it officially.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but think of it this way: the more you watch it, the better your general comprehension of Japanese will become.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna be honest, when I watched Geki Ranger episode 20 for the first time, I watched it raw, and guess what? Like, I generally understood what was happening in the episode because context translates better than actual phrasing.
Yeah,
it's like this is why
get the hang of it.
See, this is why I take issue with the phrase "the book was better," because it's like, no, the reason why the book is better is because the book was the original medium. It doesn't mean that the medium as a whole is better than the film adaptation. If you're dealing with Shakespeare and you just read the script for Shakespeare, you're not going to understand anything because that's 400 years of linguistic evolution. English in the Elizabethan era is not modern English. It's practically a different language. So, of course, you're not going to understand.
My hat is the best example right here. My hat is from the K-pop group Big Bang.
Yeah.
You listen to K-pop out there in the world. Yeah, you don't understand half the time what the hell they're saying, but you get the general vibe.
How many people were singing Gangnam Style accurately and not knowing what they actually meant? Me, I kind of know what they meant, even though I don't know Korean.
Like, I'm well deep into K-pop for 15. This year marks 15 years. Half the times I understand what they're doing, half the times I don't, but I understand the general vibe of it all. And then you have same thing with not just K-hip hop, J-pop, J-rock.
Yes, for me, like, I've been listening to Puffy since the 90s, and when I say Puffy, I don't mean Diddy. I mean the Japanese group.
Yeah.
Didn't think it's possible. We go around the world.
Or for those who really do know, Teen Titans Go!
I love the Japanese version, and then, like, in the movie they translated the Japanese lyrics into English. Earthquakes, lightning, fire, dad.
That's the best part. Then whenever they use the Japanese rendition of Teen Titans, it was a funny episode.
When they used English, it was a serious episode. Like the one where Slade comes back.
Very much.
Yeah. So like your comprehension. So just to finish off what I was saying about Elizabethan English, is like, of course, if you read it, you're not going to understand it because it's practically a different language. Mm-hmm. But when you watch the play, like, even without reading the transcript, you just watch the play blind, you're still kind of understanding what everyone's saying, despite using a language that you do not understand, because it's the context of how the language is being used. And again, the whole book was better thing. It's not because it's a book. The book is better because it's the original medium. When it comes to Shakespeare, the original medium wasn't a script. The original medium was a play. Then you transcribe the play into a script. So you have to watch the play first, then read the script. And then you'll kind of understand Elizabethan over time, because, to gild refined gold, to paint the lily, to throw perfume onto the violet, to smoothen eyes or add another color to the rainbow or tapered light capture the beautiful side of heaven is ridiculous and excessive waste. It's from John II, which is basically part 1 of Shakespeare's Star Wars saga. The Phantom Menace, if you will.
I mean, I really should buy that Shakespearean Avengers book now.
Yeah. There's a Shakespeare Avengers one?
Yeah.
Damn, because like I know that there's the Star Wars one, and I love how in Act 3, Scene 1 of Verily a New Hope, Han Solo says, sorry for the mess. Whether I shot first or not, I'll never confess.
Ha! But no, then they do have an Avengers one, and Iron Man does say, "Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?"
Classic. Yeah, no, let's be honest. Thor's basically Titus Andronicus. But yeah, so TLDR, language acquisition is more context than it is learn the actual words. You develop that over time. Like,
as long as you're enjoying it, man, that's all that matters. Enjoy the shows. Enjoy the content.
Enjoy the silence. Break the silence. You know.
Rock the power.
Rah. Yeah. All right. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed it, watching us discuss about culture of the Kyoru kind and of the Momo kind and of the unicorn kind. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon, stay notified for our latest videos. And we do Ultraman on Mondays, Ultraman Classic. Kamen Rider Golf on Wednesdays. Bako, that was not
I said the same thing. I said the same thing.
Number 1 Sentai Gozyuger on Thursdays and Kamen Rider Classic on Sundays. We're gonna be releasing some interviews really soon, and follow our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where I will be releasing our vlog of Sailor Moon the Super Live really soon as well. Also, if you want to follow our personal content, where can the people find you?
You can find me at youtube.com, Axel Ranger.
You can find me on Twitch and YouTube at Henshingate.
And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. And thank you, everyone who's watching our live streams on our Twitch channel. We greatly appreciate it. We love you guys, as well as those of you who are watching from Facebook and on YouTube. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you for keeping our lights on. So please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we'll see you again next time. Happy Kamen Rider Day, everyone.
Hitchy.